Hey everybody, welcome back! Northernlion is playing The Binding of Isaac. We're due for a random episode, let's be honest. Basically, the way that it works is I start up a Binding of Isaac episode and I have like a mood meter, almost Long Live the Queen style. And my mood, when I've beaten the game, is largely content. So when I'm content, I am much more likely to feel okay about doing a random run and getting a god-awful character such as the Samson that you see before you. I was gonna say the Samsonite that you see before you, but for a second I was thinking, like, is that like some Italian, like, city-state from antiquity? But I think that's the Samnites. And then I was like, no, you know what Samsonite is? I'm pretty sure it's a brand of luggage. So that also makes, you know, borderline zero sense given the context. Last run, Universal Item Pools mod for Spider Mod. It's becoming one of my favorites very, very quickly. I like it a whole lot because it oftentimes ends up, it creates these like tense runs because HP upgrades are usually hard to come by, but you usually get like a lot or proportionally higher degree. Oh, that's so bad. A proportionally higher degree of, like, damage increasers. We got things like Quad Shot, Max's Head, you know, Lump of Coal. Not that Lump of Coal is ever rare. Is ever rare, I suppose. But, you know, it's neat, because you tend to be a little bit more powerful than average, I think. But also, a little bit less hardy, and that's nice. I like that, because it makes every run a little bit more towards that kind of glass cannon style. Now, the Yum Heart is not a very good item, but the good thing about it is that with only one red heart, and that's like obviously a very terrible position to find myself in, what I can do is when I get down to half a heart, buff myself back up. And particularly I was thinking in the context of like going to curse rooms early on in the game. If I go into a curse room and, you know, go in then walk out, I would die, but if I go in with a Yum Heart charge, I can Yum Heart after I walk in and then come back out with a half heart remaining. Mind you, that would still, you know, basically put me on the verge of death, but being on the verge of death with 9 lives is better than, you know, not being on the verge of death with no, it doesn't really make any sense. In any case, it's just a cute thing that we could do given the mechanics at our disposal here. That being said, I would love to get rid of Yum Heart basically as soon as possible, but let's be honest, that's probably not really in the cards for us. What do we need as Samson? Well, obviously, basically we're just like a shittier version of Judas right now. We have, Rage, which, you know, is something. Oh, that's real bad because I don't have Yum Heart available. Yeah, we have Rage, which actually is meaningful, not particularly the greatest item in the game. Please tell me that this guy... Oh, no! Okay, well, we'll start this bad boy over again. I'm disappointed in myself because I could have gotten out of that. Maybe it had an HP upgrade. Life would have been better. I've been dying, like, a lot lately in bad situations, and I'm not, you know, thrilled with the prospect. What I was gonna say, though, is we're basically, like, with one red heart, let's ignore the spirit heart, and the Yum Heart, we're basically just a shittier version of Judas. Instead of Book of Belial, we have Yum Heart. That is, you know, basically an objective downgrade, in my opinion. Situationally, there can be, of course, situations where Yum Heart is better. If you're gonna die, like, on the next room, for example, then Yum Heart makes a big difference, whereas Book of Belial may not. However, additionally, I think Judas starts with better base stats. I'm not sure, though. It depends how you factor in Rage, probably. Anyway, that run is long gone. Now we've already gotten the Small Rock, which is actually a pretty good pickup, and I don't necessarily feel much slower than I was before, even though the Small Rock usually contains a speed downgrade. I don't know if maybe Samson starts a little bit faster with his base speed than some or all other characters, but in any case, getting extra damage, base damage as Samson is one of those things you need to have for sure, along with HP, and, you know, Cat of Nine Tails definitely... I would say that's probably in the top 100 to 150 items that you need to have if you're going to win as Samson. It's in there. And it's not even, like, I'm not even saying it's 150. It probably factors in somewhere in the, like, mid-140s. So, you know, don't think that I think this is the worst item in the game. It's certainly up there, but it's a passive at least. Why did I pick it up? I picked it up so it wouldn't show up again. I picked it up because it's more trouble than it's worth. When Cat of Nine Tails shows up, it's like, oh, there's gonna be like a tiny argument in the comments about people who's like, oh, why'd you pick it up? Oh, why didn't you pick it up? You might as well have picked it up. Why did you pick it up? You know, it's... Anyway, long story short, it's probably a non-factor. It's like arguing over fucking, like, Madonna's new boyfriend. Who cares? We have no bombs, so all of these treasure chests are unfortunately not available for us. We are leaving this floor probably a little bit stronger, albeit minus the Yum Heart, than we were, I should say, on the last run. So that's a positive thing. We have a key available that we can use on the next item room. And we'll go down to the next floor. I really hope that when Samson is, well, when Rebirth comes out, I should say, I really hope that Samson, maybe just, like, you don't need a lot, because it's not every character needs to be balanced. You know, this is something that Edmund has said, is that, you know, not every character needs to have the same, like, value from a starting standpoint, because there's this false notion that everything needs to be equal so that, you know, you can play as any character to be. It's good to have differences, right? So you can have, like, more of a challenge if you play as Samson. That being said, I do think it would be the escape velocity to start having a good run as Samson would be a lot more manageable if he maybe just started with 2 HP instead of 1. I'm not suggesting buff up like a lot of his stats, just maybe give him double the starting health, and I think that would make a big difference. Got Blue Baby Soul here. This is kind of a weird one because it causes our familiars to kind of float around the map. And that's kind of how this has gone so far. We've got a very weird suite of familiars hanging out here. Abel is obviously not the item that I was looking for from the item room, but it's the item we got, so be it, I suppose. I don't know what I can really say about... What else do we have going on here? I was going to say, I don't know what I can really say about Blue Baby Soul, because we're going to lose it soon anyway. I mean, soonish. Within the next 4 floors or so. I guess that's not necessarily soon, but hopefully you get what I mean by that. Getting a lot of keys, that's always a very good thing, but, you know, one more bomb on this floor somewhere would be nice, because, well, 2 bombs especially, because we could get the secret room, and well, potentially get the secret room at least, and there was a tinted rock back there. I don't necessarily want the Spirit Heart, although that would probably increase my survivability. I got very lucky to not get hit there. But I would very much love to have another chance. Can you get even, like, another small rock? You get more keys. The Spirit Heart, maybe, is the best thing that we can hope for. Alas, no such luck yet, and we'll continue our kind of dry spell here without an HP upgrade. That was very close to taking damage again. So we'll pick up a cube of meat here. It's nice to get an orbital. Very good for the late game to get that kind of, like, you know, defensive formation around you. However, we really need to pick up some HP upgrades soon. Probably a deal with the devil here that we won't be able to do anything with. So be it. If it's Cat of Nine Tails, I guess I might as well go for it. Yeah, well, there it is. So yeah, I'm not crazy here, right? Like, picking up Cat of Nine Tails is just the right thing to do. Yeah, okay. And then I could get Whore of Babylon, and, like, that seems like it's a good sacrifice for 1 life. Because then we'll be in the permanent Whore of Babylon state, will we not? No, but if we go down, like, if we ever end up with permanent Polaroid invincibility, that'll be fine. So basically we traded half a Spirit Heart for Whore of Babylon and 8 extra lives and a better chance of becoming Guppy. I think that's a pretty good pickup. Obviously the problem here is that, I haven't got enough keys to go to everything here. Oh, no! Okay, we survived, much to my surprise. Okay. We gotta figure out a better way to deal with that room. Because well, fuck it, let's escape. In the meantime, let's go in the other direction first, and hopefully we'll find one or both of the item rooms. We still have 7 lives left. I prefer to get 9 lives early on because obviously you're not sacrificing. Well, in our case, we actually didn't sacrifice any HP, so that was one of the weirdest, but also like most obvious no-brainer 9 lives pickups. I'm racking my brain. I can't think of any negative beyond the fact that it will take us longer to die if we're already destined to die, and that can be frustrating. But from a gameplay standpoint, I think this is a much better way to handle it. Unfortunately, there's no way for us to get into that curse room without dying. Pretty sure if we get a teleport card, we can do it. If we, I don't know. It's a tough call. If we bring the slot machine in, and then we win a half heart out of it, or a full heart, or a spirit heart, then we can do it. But it's a tough call. So the reason I picked up Whore of Babylon is basically I traded 1 life for Whore of Babylon, which is a pretty good trade considering I didn't have anything to live for anyway. Oh, Lord. Anything to live for anyway, because I only had 1 HP. You can't believe I lived through that. There's so much shit on the screen right now. This is a wild one. Until we get HP upgrades, our lives are not necessarily that meaningful. Even if we go down to only having 1 life left, we're still in exactly the same position, but we're 1/3 of the way to becoming Guppy, and we have Whore of Babylon. This is a pretty good pickup, I would say. But this is a tough situation to be in regardless. I would much prefer to not be in this situation and have just picked up like 2 HP upgrades on the first 2 floors, which would have, I don't know why that died like instantly, by the way, but that would have saved me an awful lot of hassle relative to where we are right now, because this is a situation that requires a deft touch, if you will. And I don't know if I'm the guy to do that, but we'll see. So 5 poison bombs. I don't think there was a tinted rock anywhere on this floor. It was on the last floor that one showed up. Shit, man. Do we fight the bosses right away? It can't hurt, I guess. I really do not want to die against Pestilence. That was a judgment call there. Getting a 2nd level cube of meat is pretty cool. Is there no way... There's a way to scam, like, 9 lives with the Horsemen of the Apocalypse, I thought. So I could possibly do that. You, like, kill him, pick up the cube of meat, and then kill yourself, and then fight him again. I can't quite remember, but whatever. We're just going to play it fairly standard here, and I'll be happy with my 2nd level cube of meat. Please tell me we get an HP upgrade at some point. It's a theoretical possibility that I could kill Chubb without getting hit. Obviously, oh, please get hit by that. Yeah, obviously I could try to kill him the vanilla way, but I probably will throw some bombs in here. They're poison bombs, they do a decent amount of damage, and if I can avoid losing more lives, that's good for me. Or Babylon's doing a lot of good stuff for me. Oh, another range upgrade. Oh, fantastic. Okay. So I could leave, but I would very much like to finish off this room, and explore, like, the rest of this floor, because I need HP upgrades more than anything. We're 4 floors into the game, I have 1 HP, and, I mean, I effectively, like, non-tupled that by picking up 9 lives, but, this run's not really long for this world if I can't get HP. Maybe there's, like, an arcade or something down here that'll sort it out. Why do I see everything? Right? Like, I'm just gonna put, like, a... Oh, okay, poison bomb, go, go, go! Okay. I'm gonna survive through this room at least. Live bomb? Really? That's what you want to do to me in this situation. Okay, judgment is... Oh, there's 2 item rooms. No wonder I didn't want to go straight down. Okay, this is good. If judgment pays out, this is why I'm gambling right off the bat. If he paid out with an HP upgrade, that would have been huge. Okay, so now we've opened up the gate. Spirit Heart as well, extremely important here. We've opened up the gate to the rest of the level. Gotta get that 2nd item room. Please tell me it is fucking, like, super bandage or raw liver. I believe raw liver can only show up in secret rooms. So, you know, this is me just basically saying, please be an HP upgrade that's, like, more than 1 HP. 1 HP would also be fine, though. And we're actually in a kind of a neat position because, as a result of the Spirit Heart, I'm, like, permanently going to have, Whore of Babylon effects going for now. And that's, you know, if we can become Guppy and get Whore of Babylon working, we're probably going to be fine. The way that would work is probably by way of, like, a Guppy's Paw, playing into permanent Polaroid invincibility. That would be amazing, right? Survivability would probably be fine via the invincibility and the number of Spirit Arts, and our damage would obviously be fine via, you know, our damage, which is already pretty good via Whore of Babylon, but also the flies that would be generated. So I'm a little bit concerned about these pills here. It should be, yeah, 3 miniature Larry Jr.'s next. I'm a little concerned about these pills here, and I think I have good reason to be, except it's impossible for us to get a health down pill. One of these could be a health up. That's bad gas. So we got 2 bad gas pills, 1 range upgrade, thank bloody Christ, and 1 luck upgrade. Okay, and then we got the stars, which is item room, and Wheel of Fortune. And the other pill's bad gas. So we take the stars card. Pretty bad room there. But the reason we're taking the stars card is not to save a key. It's so I can go to the curse room, and then for half a Spirit Heart, I can go in, see what's in there, maybe guppy items, and then teleport out. And maybe save a key, I guess, in the process, now that I think about it, because I might as well not open the item room. I might get teleported to the other item room that I've already been to, but I might not. So let's just at least find the item room, and then we'll, you know, draw our conclusions from there. We'll see. I don't want to pick that up. If we find an arcade, I will start picking up Red Heart. Oh, that was really bad. That cost us 1 full Spirit Heart, which is fucking precious, like Gabourey Citaby right now, but... Oh, okay. Again, Red Hearts I don't want, unless we find a blood bank, in which case I do want them. This is... Talk about a glass cannon run, except minus kind of the cannon part. This is not the least damage I've ever had on a good run, or at least damage I've ever had on a run in general, but it's not nearly as strong as like a Mom's Knife Polyphemus type situation we got going on. And I don't have the health necessary to survive long enough to wait for that stuff to happen. So this needs to really start kicking it into gear pretty quickly. So I took my money immediately back to Judgment and have regretted that decision. With 4 bombs, there's a pretty good chance I could find the secret room, and I probably will invest some effort into looking for that. Stars card will... yeah. So I think this is the right way to handle this, but we'll see, I guess, as we get a little closer to the item room, which is here. And I'll finish out the exploration. This is the nice part, at least, about not playing as Isaac. I love the D6. It has great effects. But I also really love, like, not having to do, like, dedicated backtracking. And the D6 means you have to backtrack all the time if you want to get if you want to min-max, basically. Don't really need that red heart right now. Okay. So, what do? Give 3 cents to Judgment, hope he pays out. If he doesn't, give him the old slap and tickle. Don't question me, officer. And then we go to the curse room. We sacrifice half of the spirit heart, which is 1/3 of our total overall health. Eep. Teleport out. Hope that we go to the other item room. Alright, well, we got a bomb. That's actually pretty useful. 5 of those is better than 4 of those. And we got another key, so we will be looking for the secret room. But first things first, we are going to go to the curse room up here with 5 bombs. There are about 7 possible secret room locations from what I can see. 7, like, primary secret room locations. So we walk in, and we get attack flies. We did go to the other item room, though, which is nice, but we picked up My Best Friend, which is an item that I'm always wary to pick up, because if you use it against some bosses, it kills you instantly. But in this case, I guess it's, like, something we should take, because we don't have a spacebar item. And we can use this on random enemies. And we get 3 more cents here, and this is going to be, like, our last fucking hurrah for Judgment. And if he doesn't pay out with this, that's basically, like, it's either 14 or 16 cents, I think, that we've given him. And it would be really frustrating if that didn't work out. My Best Friend also functions as a bomb, effectively. So we will be able to use that to, you know, do bomb-type things. We finally snagged an HP upgrade. Well worth it, even though it cost more than I would have liked. And, you know, we go down to the next floor with a little bit more hope in my heart, but we did lose our Whore of Babylon effects, so I'm really hoping that we get a deal with the devil for Guppy's Paw at some point, but I even need more HP to really make that worthwhile, because I'm trading away 1 red heart, and then, what, Guppy's Paw I use once, and I get 3 spirit hearts out of it. But, you know, given that we're not Isaac, I could actually take Guppy's Paw with me, and by taking Guppy's Paw with me, we've got more HP upgrades. I could, you know, you get the idea, I think. Anyway, I guess I might as well get back to full health. We can always use that for more plays on a blood bank or something. And we're on Necropolis, and I think it's fair to say that I'm probably not ready for what I'm about to experience. I'm hesitant to use My Best Friend, because on this room there's just going to be explosions everywhere. Oh, that sucks. I think I'm better just kind of letting my wits handle me, and of course that was, letting my wits take care of me, I should say. And of course that was obviously a foolish decision, based on the fact that I took damage. Now, here's the real question. How do you hurt these scumbags? Thank you for the spirit heart. I really dislike this room. Why don't we put down Best Friend here, and this will at least hurt them. We'll totally open up that golden chest, by the way. And now that we've created this bridge, this blue spike can actually fucking, like, go over it. And that's really annoying. I would love to be able to get... Oh, there's Guppy's tail. That's pretty good. Okay, so let's, like, trick you and then get Guppy's tail. Okay, and then we'll open the golden chest, and we didn't get too much out of that, but that's fine. Okay, now what about the spirit heart of darkness? Hey, that was pretty good. Okay. So Guppy's tail, big pickup. We have enough keys to take small advantage of it, but mostly puts us a little bit closer to becoming Guppy. Red chest, my god. Okay. It wasn't Guppy's paw, but it was a spirit heart, which is a little bit more... Well, not a little bit more useful, but a little bit immediately more... No, not even really. It was good anyway. Let's just put it that way. So, we are looking... Shops have been not in the cards for us so far, but that's okay. That's fine for now. We'll continue being content with item rooms, curse rooms, devil rooms, potentially. Well, probably not, but we'll see. And you know what? With 2 hearts, we could make a case for Guppy's Paw not being a terrible... I mean, it's probably a great pickup. We can make a case for maybe running permanently on Spirit Hearts, but it would be very nice to get the Relic or Miter to go along with it. It's a very scary value proposition as of right now. Goat Hoof is a speed upgrade. I'm kind of okay with Blue Baby's Soul. Alright, so Blighted Ovum. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? That was bad damage for me to take. With Poison Bombs, though, Blighted Ovum should be relatively easy. Oh. Alright, good save. We might have to use... we can't even use one more, really, so we'll just make sure to hit Blighted Ovum as much as possible. Second relatively easy Blighted Ovum fight in a row, so I'm pleased with myself for accomplishing that, more or less. And we get a Tears upgrade, which is valuable, and then please, Guppy's Paw. Okay, Krampus, which we can't really do anything about, so, you know, it's not like... It's almost like I'm freed from any kind of greed. Come on, Krampus, get over here. Well, the good thing about my best friend as well is that he becomes poisoned. Or he poisons with his bombs as if he was just like your standard bomb, so that's cool. But it's nice to be free from want, you know, because I can't really change my lot in life with this deal with the devil anyway. So I might as well just kind of be content with it. Hopefully we find a curse room and maybe we can get Guppy's Paw as a result of that. Yeah, okay. So far so good, I guess. You know, getting a Lump of Coal is actually pretty nice because we've gotten so many range upgrades over the course of the game that we can now do a little bit more damage. And, you know, good base damage is a cornerstone of any good Samson run. I don't know what a cornerstone is. I believe it's something to do with a building, right? At least from a non-like idiom standpoint. Cornerstone is like one of the stones on the corner of a building, is it not? So I never understood the expression when people are like, oh, this is the cornerstone of our business. I'm like, well, is your building like a one-dimensional thing? Because most buildings that I've seen probably have like at least 3 cornerstones. Probably 4. This is a damage upgrade in the form of growth hormones. Also makes us a little bit faster. I never know how to feel about the syringes because people always tell me, oh, they're not actually what they say they are. This could be just a speed upgrade, but no matter what it is, we can't re-roll it anyway. So again, I'm kind of absolved of guilt in this case. We are, well, it's another speed upgrade, which is maybe a little overkill at this point, but you never know if maybe I get a speed downgrade pill at some point. So far, so not great. It hasn't been the best floor for us. But if that actually was a damage upgrade, that's pretty substantial. That was not fantastic. But we still got a lot of meat to kind of go through on this floor. We got to look for our curse room. Could look for a secret room as well, and if we find a secret room, it's possible that a shop might be worthwhile for once. And as of like this point in the game, I realize I could play that and maybe get some spirit hearts or trinkets, but I don't think it's the best use of my funds yet. Could be later. What was I gonna say? Let's check this out for a second. Yeah, we'll go through this. What I was gonna say is that starting from the next floor, I have to be really careful about when I use my best friend. Because I think if you use it on the mom fight, it may automatically kill you. I don't know if that's a glitch or working as intended. Probably shouldn't do that. But similarly, I'm pretty sure if you use it on the Isaac or Blue Baby fights, you die instantly. So this is an item that I'm not necessarily thrilled to have in my arsenal right now. But I do have it, so, you know, that's the situation we're in. We're at 11 cents and 3 keys. Why don't we open the shop and then this... Well, that's what I was thinking, is we'll open the shop and maybe we'll get some extra money. Or if we had found a good item in here, that would be some motivation to try to find that secret room. So we get a little bit more money and... Sure, let's open another golden chest and we get a lot more money. So that's going to guarantee us a shop on the next floor. And it should be a shop with items in it, which is nice. I don't know how much longer we can survive under these conditions, but we have survived this long, which is pretty nice. 23 cents, 1 key. Now we actually need more keys. I've been very kind of aggressive with the amount of golden chests that I've opened, and it hasn't necessarily turned out fantastically, but it hasn't been catastrophic yet either. Please kill this one. Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with taking a little damage on that room, because I'm never not going to take damage on that room. Okay, with 9 bombs, we should look for secret rooms in this situation. Seems like there's really only one location. Probably should use... I just wanted to tempt fate there. Probably should use my best friend, because, I'm becoming so wary about actually using it on rooms. Then we'll just pop it down. Oh, right there. Hopefully that'll still get it. Yeah, it did. Okay. And we get 3 more cents. Well worth it, I would say. Glad I didn't use an actual bomb, because I will be hoping to get rid of my best friend for maybe Blue Candle on the next floor. But we'll see. Compass would be nice as well. It'll be like the first shop we've ever bought an item from, presumably, if there's good items in there, so I can't really be too picky. Really need some more HP. And of course, again, we're on Necropolis 2 because putting us on the depths would just be, you know, kids mode. Like, seriously, this has been a very touch-and-go run so far, which is to say, I want to touch myself and go home. Probably should have done that in the opposite order, otherwise you'd really, like, risk getting arrested. Okay, so this is actually the easiest room with those Masks of Infamy I think I've ever had. We're up to 28 cents. Yeah, this is great. I did actually want to go to the shop before we went to the item room. We got Nun's Habit and a key is what we're going to take here. We'll probably take the pill as well. So Nun's Habit, not superb. I'm not going to take the pill yet because I want to play Judgment. Nun's Habit, not superb with my best friend. But, you know, great with many, many spacebar items. So, I mean, it improves almost any spacebar item. The worst it could have is like a negligible effect on it, like with something like the candle, for example. So we're going to get Lifesteal. It's actually like, I probably should have thought twice about picking up Lifesteal. Because if we end up in a situation where I want to stay at a half-heart interval, not just for permanent Polaroid invincibility's sake, but to keep myself in the Whore of Babylon state, then it would be a good idea to not have like random life generation from killing enemies. Unfortunately, I've already picked it up, so the way for us to get around that now is, oh man, to go with permanent Polaroid invincibility, which it's probably going to require Guppy's Paw. Maybe definitely going to require Guppy's Paw. Alright, well, we're in the Whore of Babylon state now, so if we, well, never mind, now we aren't. I guess we'll just continue moving onwards. There's our boss room already, so I'm not going to use my best friend on the boss fight because, again, I'm relatively, not confident, but wary at least that it would work out. Picked up the range upgrade without getting hit. Why is the range upgrade important? It's probably not, really, but we might as well get it if we could. Additionally, with Lump of Coal, range, of course, means that we get a little bit of a... Okay, that was kind of close. We get a little bit of a damage bonus, sort of. With only one more key, I definitely want to save this for the item room. Again, I've probably opened more golden chests than I should have. I probably should be using my best friend more as well, but it's like all of these rooms seem to require moving around a lot because the enemies move around a lot, and in those cases, I would much prefer to kind of not restrict my movement any more than is necessary. And, you know, using my best friend does restrict your movement because you've got an explosive that's going to go off, and it could hurt you as well. So, until I got hit there, I was very proud with the way that I'd handled this room. Maggie's Faith is, unfortunately useless for us. We've got an interesting proposition here. I'm going to put my best friend down right there. And I don't think it's going to do anything for us. It may have damaged one. Actually, that went fine. Okay, this is awesome. Magic Mushroom is an insanely good pickup at this point. Curse Room, Guppy's Paw, Guppy's Paw. Ooh, spiders, followed by Troll Bomb. I was really getting it on the tip of my tongue to say Guppy's Paw there. Oh well. Alrighty then, so I can't even get back to full health, can I? Because I really wanted to go to the mob trap room. I didn't really want to go to the mob trap room, I just thought it was kind of a good idea. With 5 cents remaining, why don't I take this pill? This pill is actually a major deal. If it's like a health down or a bad trip, we're in trouble. It's a nothing, so it's just like 3 cents down the toilet, but that's fine. Maybe it was 5 cents? No, it was 3 cents, I think. Anyway, alright, so we're gonna fight Mom, and, you know, we really can't afford to die. Once we die, we're just gonna die 6 times more in a row. So, that's not the right way. It's very much in my best interest to stay alive. Let's try to make that happen. And this is probably more of the kind of Isaac run where I'm not necessarily concerned about beating the game. I'm more concerned about surviving as long as I can. Now, you know, that can change, and I've had runs that were worse than this that we actually ended up winning. But it's gonna take a pretty big swing. I'm doing good damage, don't get me wrong, and meat is actually a very, very good pickup that helps us out a lot, but, man, a Guppy's Paw would be so incredible. Even a Guppy's Head would be worth it, but a Guppy's Paw would be, exceptional. The damage increase plus having, like, 12 Spirit Hearts plus permanent Polaroid invincibility would be huge. That's another I found pills. We might as well take it. It doesn't matter. We might as well take it just so it's, like, out of my inventory is what I was getting at. Alright, no chain reaction. That's fine, though. And we're still good enough here. Okay, one more cent. Never know. Maybe we find a judgment that ends up actually being meaningful. Because of that magic mushroom, our damage is actually very, very good now. Base damage even, which is pretty incredible as Samson. You don't always find yourself in that position where you're like one or two shotting those brain dudes. So, you know, obviously we opened golden chests earlier in the game. That's going to mean that we can't open as many later, unfortunately, but hopefully we get some more keys so we can at least open chests on the titular chest if we manage to get there. How great of an expression is titular chest? It's just, you know, I don't consider myself to have a juvenile sense of humor. Wink, wink. But seriously, it's a good one. So, I am going to fight the boss right now. But if the boss doesn't give us guppy items, I'm going back to explore and hopefully find a curse room. Because if I find a curse room, there could be a guppy item in there. Could be any deal with the devil item, I think, but guppy items in particular would be... Probably shouldn't be standing, like, right beside Gloat. You know, forgive me. I think I earned a deal with the devil there. Indeed, I did. 2-heart brimstone. I'll take it. No, you know what? I won't take it. I think it would hurt us more than it would actually help us. It's a very tough decision. I'm split 50-50 on this one. I'm not gonna do it, though. I'm not gonna do it. I'm tempted to do it. Maybe I should have done it. Who cares? We'll find out. So we are gonna do a little bit more exploration. Obviously, Pageant Boy is like a dog shit item that I was not very happy to get at this point in the game, once all shops have already been kind of taken care of. Not that I would have been happy to get it earlier in the game necessarily anyway, but it's okay. I'll be using my my best friend occasionally, maybe, but again, I'm very wary about using it, not just because I can kill myself instantly, but because I can hurt myself with it. Where are other opportunities to get Guppy's Paw? There's honestly not very many. Or Guppy's Head, of course. I would rather take Guppy's Head. Yeah, I would rather take Guppy's Head, because I don't really use my best friend at all, and I should be using my best friend more, just to check and see if there's, like, special tinted rocks, like here, for example. We'll see if this works out for me. Nope, but, you know, it'll recharge in, like, 2 rooms anyway. This is a weird one. We're still not, even if we don't get a guppy item, I realize it seems like I'm hinging, like, a lot of my success on that guppy item. That's just because that's the easiest path of least resistance to success, or likely success. There's avenues for us to escape death without guppy items. There's just less of them, and it's a little bit more of a bumpier road. My best friend is recharged. So it takes 2 rooms, I think, but with Nun's Habit, if you get hit once, that's, you know, neutralizes that. It's another I found pills. Well, I'm not going to take that one because I didn't pick it up. And you guys will die quickly. Guts normally have pretty good HP, so again, this is indicative of the amount of damage that we're dealing, but man, this is it's a tough sell. And again, this is one of those runs where I feel like I've played okay, not necessarily great. Those lives that I lost earlier on, no first room, the lives that I lost earlier on are a little bit annoying. They probably, that was a really good My Best Friend, they probably won't come back and bite me in the ass, just because it's exceptionally unlikely that, you know, if I had like 2 extra lives, I'd be able to beat Blue Baby with like 1 health. That's pretty low. But, you know, that was bad play. But apart from that, I think I've been playing okay. Just bad luck not getting as many HP upgrades as I need, or, you know, that one mythical guppy item that would allow us to exist entirely on Spirit Hearts. But picking up 9 lives... Just checking to see if the secret rooms are here, obviously. Picking up 9 lives is the thing that saved my life, I think, because I would have died anyway without it. So that was still... I'm proud of that decision. And I don't know why I fought Greed there. It was basically unnecessary risk. I thought maybe he'd drop consumables, I guess. Hope for a curse room on Utero 2, I suppose. Until then, it's down to the next floor for us. Don't really want to open those golden chests, just in the off chance we make it to the actual chest. It'd be nice to have keys available. The Meat Boy here will be able to do damage. The flies don't do damage. If you have like orbital flies like that, they don't do damage. But Meat Boy will, apparently. I hate that My Best Friend has like a second lead time before it actually comes out. I was just doing this, so whoa, orbitals. I was just doing, whoa, okay. You know, you can leave... I don't need that money that bad. You can leave after the Mom's Heart fight, so I could go back and pick up that Eternal Heart. That may end up making a pretty major difference. Another key is, you you know, an item in the bank if we make it that far. So that's pretty good. And that extra that extra Eternal Heart could end up making really a big difference. I mean that sincerely. So, why am I not being more aggressive about blood banks? We just haven't had the health bankroll to make it necessary. It's like, why aren't you a more aggressive gambler? Well, you know, you want to have, like, a bankroll. We don't have a bankroll of health. And oftentimes we've been kind of on, like, the razor's edge with respect to health anyway. But that Eternal Heart back there, that's a big deal if I can remember it. It's a very big deal if I can't. Let's be honest. Does Able do damage by running into enemies? I don't think so. Okay, Burnt Penny is useless. Gotta get in the habit of not standing... I guess I should check it out. Gotta get in the habit of not standing so close to... Alright, I was hoping Fortune Teller. Of not standing so close to those chests in case they pop open with the tick, and that would, like, ruin my day. We could go down to Shoal, but on any run where it seems like it's at least theoretically possible to beat the chest and the cathedral in the chest, I guess, to put it in order, seems like a cop-out to go to Shoal. Although Shoal's cool enough in its own right. I like the boss fight in Shoal, certainly a lot better than I like the one at the end of the cathedral in the chest. Not least of which because it's a lot easier, but also it's a little bit more pattern-based, but I've talked about that basically ad nauseum. Let's pop down my best friend, and we'll get the chest and maybe the secret room. No secret room, but, yeah, sure, an extra half heart, which opens up the mob trap room. And, you know, it's been pretty good. The Utero's been good to us so far. It's probably not the worst idea, right, to get 10 extra bombs. I was actually running that through my head. I didn't have, like, a miniature aneurysm or anything. People always joke about aneurysms, man. Aneurysm is nothing to joke about. People die from that instantly. That's real fucking scary. If you don't know what an aneurysm is, continue to live your life in, like, fucking ignorance. Blissful ignorance. First time I heard about it, it was like my great uncle, he's maybe 50 or 60, died of an aneurysm, and I was like, oh, that's cool. So did he, like, know it was coming? They're like, no, you don't know, usually you don't know you have an aneurysm until it's too late, and then you just, you know, die instantly. So, I mean, I guess it's not the worst way to go, but it is still pretty terrifying. Like, it's making me think right now, maybe I won't even be able to finish this video before it happens. I don't have a diagnosed blood clot in my brain or anything like that, but you never know, man. There could be one. It's pretty frightening. So there is a curse room. That's basically what I was hoping for. Very important thing for me to keep in mind here is I will get a Spirit Heart, so I might as well not pick up the Spirit Heart from this room until I already have checked this out. There's the secret room as well. Oh my god. Okay. So, we don't have permanent Spirit Hearts, but we are Guppy. That's pretty big. Also, the free damage upgrade is pretty nice. So that's... Our damage is amazing now. No question about it. I still would fucking adore Guppy's Paw to give me all the Spirit Heart and Whore of Babylon-ness that I need. That being said, I'm much more pleased with where we are now than where we were a second ago. I'm opening these golden chests, by the way, because of course we crossed over where our threshold for keys again. So, let's go in, and we're going to fight Mom's Heart, and I expect that this is going to go just fine. Becoming Guppy here, huge, 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 huge. Especially, like, Nun's Habit works pretty well with Guppy's head. We'll be able to get more flies generated, and those flies are going to do an awful lot of damage. And in fact, as you can see, you know, Mom's Heart getting whittled down pretty fucking quickly here. Guppy's head is probably good for, like, half of each room being automatically taken care of. So now, the key, I guess, is getting through the cathedral. That should be obvious, I guess. And if we get through the cathedral, then on the chest, is there, like, any chance to pick up Guppy's Paw? Yeah, I guess there's a chance to pick it up on the cathedral as well. I should probably explore all of the cathedral. I'm a little bit stronger than the cathedral, I think, so if I actually go and explore everything, maybe I could find the curse room and make this work, but... Sure, let's do that. I mean, we're already exploring because we've got to find the boss room to begin with, but this is a scary situation to be in, and it's scary in a great way. There is a chance that... Guys, I forgot the Eternal Heart because I was so excited about picking up Guppy's head. God damn it. The crushing lows, but also glorious highs. Two of Spades. Doubles our keys, so golden chests are now more acceptable. I'm, like, sincerely apologetic about that. I'm a dummy. That's great. There we go. Let's just pretend it never happened then. I have now gotten another HP upgrade. But yeah, that was really stupid. I could be at 6 HP right now instead of 5. Which would make a big difference. Maybe the biggest difference. Okay, we're not gonna go fight the boss. As mentioned, I think it's a gamble, but I think it's a better idea for me to explore for the possibility of another curse room. It's probably like 1 in 20 odds of us getting Guppy's head, but a free Guppy's head would be so valuable. Sorry, Guppy's paw. A free Guppy's paw would be so valuable. We already have Guppy's head, and it's done a great deed for us here. A great service indeed. But rolling entirely on Spirit Hearts, and with that permanent Whore of Babylon-ness, and I think Whore of Babylon would mean that I would get way more damage out of my flies as well, because the flies typically do like 2x the base damage of one of your tiers. I don't know, man. This is actually, I'm very glad I did pick up Lifesteal, because Lifesteal has worked out very well for us. If you're wondering why I'm not using Guppy's head, it's almost like we don't need to, because we got Skinny Odd Mushroom earlier, so our rate of fire is so high that we're generating enough flies that Guppy's head is actually kind of like irrelevant. Which is it's a quality situation to be in, but it does raise the question of maybe I should pick up another spacebar item if I get the chance. There's enough red hearts for me to play the blood bank a little bit, and I'm actually, you know, very excited about the prospect of doing that. I think we may pull this shit out, and it's entirely because we found Guppy's head, but seriously, that's fucking great and silly. So I'm pretty pleased about that. I will start using Guppy's head more often, because it doesn't make sense to not use it. Like, having a three extra flies, plus, you know, more if you get hit on each room, it is better to have it than not have it, right? But still, curse room maybe down here? We'll see. We're very strong right now, and we're only going to get stronger on the chest, assuming we beat Isaac, which I think it's not a foregone conclusion yet, but it's looking pretty good. I'm kind of stoked about this. So how many hearts can we afford to give up? There's half. We can probably afford to play 4 times, because there's 4 hearts up here. That might not be 4 full hearts, but you know, that's okay too. Maybe we'll play 3 times, get our health back, and then see what's up. I don't really need the money, obviously. I could be real brave and get myself into like the Whore of Babylon state. That seems like a silly decision though. So, unfortunately, we did get Guppy, or not Guppy's head. Fortunately, we did get Guppy's head earlier, but we got the IV bag, so it paid out, but it didn't pay out with what we wanted. So be it. Probably go fight, we'll go fight Isaac Man right now. Oh, that's great. I'm a little bit concerned for the Isaac fight, because it's bullet hell, right? And we're not invincible with the Polaroid, so we're kind of in a situation where I just need to go, it's like a heavyweight fight. I gotta go toe-to-toe with him and knock him out before he knocks me out, and I think it's possible. It would be very nice to have more than one orbital to back me up, but our flies are obviously going to do a ton of damage, so if I can just get out of the fucking way for the most part and maybe drop some poison bombs in on occasion. I really want to avoid dying like 7 times in a row, so this is actually not going very well right now. We could still succeed though. Just hammer away, toe-to-toe. Oh, as a result of these angel fetuses, we could get some lifesteal. I'm dead. We're gonna lose. That's really disappointing. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Alright, well, I guess this is how it had to end. You don't need to hold the thing over your head every time, Samson. I really thought we had a genuine... Well, we did have a genuine chance there, but unfortunately, I bunged it up. But it was a fun run regardless. I had a really good run with that. We got killed by an American Gladiator-style trapezoidal ramp with pubic hair attached to it. Sincerely, as always, thanks for watching. I had an incredible time with that run. If we got Guppy's head, or sorry, if we got Guppy's paw instead of Guppy's head, we would have won that one. But in any case, thanks for watching. I hope you had a good time. If you did, make sure to click the like button. It helps me out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more Isaac. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.